Good morning, dear students. Here is MBS Minia School, and today our lesson is for grade 9, New Hello, Unit 17, and today we will start talking about grammar and F, the third conditional. F, the third conditional. As you can remember, we have studied before, in previous units, we have studied F, the second conditional, and today we are going to start F, the third conditional. So here, I want you to check the following sentences. So here, if we had put first class, we would have had a comfortable journey. If we had put the first class, we would have had a comfortable journey. So here, I want you to check what does this sentence mean exactly. What does this sentence mean? It means that we didn't book first class. We didn't book first class. So we didn't have a comfortable journey. So here, sir, the sentence is affirmative. How can it give the meaning of negative? Just think of the meaning, and we'll talk about this one later. We'll talk about this one later. So here, if we had booked first class, it means that we didn't do this action. We didn't do this action. So, we didn't have a comfortable journey. Of course, we didn't have a comfortable journey. Look at the second sentence. We could have stayed in a better hotel if we had more money. If we had more money. So, did we have more money? No, we didn't. Did we stay in a comfortable hotel? No, we didn't. So here, this sentence means we didn't stay in a better hotel. We didn't stay in a better hotel. Why didn't you stay in a better hotel? Because we didn't have enough money. We didn't have enough money. So here, I want you to check, where did we use F? Is it only used at the beginning of the sentence? Yes? Sure? But what about this one? So here, F can be used at the first or at the beginning of the sentence and can be used in the middle of the sentence. So it can be used at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. And the sentence that follows F, we call it F clause. We call it F clause. And the other sentence, we call main clause. We call main clause. So here, one of the sentences here in the meaning, we have so, and the other one we have because. So how can I know which sentence can go for F clause and which sentence can go for the main clause? Of course, the sentence that has because, the sentence that has because, okay, it's the F clause. It's the F clause. And the other part which doesn't have because, it's the main clause. It's the main clause. As well, when we use so. As well, when we use so. Here, you can find it clear. So, we didn't have a comfortable journey. Did I use this part together with F clause or the main clause? We used it with the main clause. So, the sentence or the part which has so, we use it for the main clause. And the part which has because, we use it for F clause. Be careful of this one, because you will find this one in the exercise at the end of our session today. So here, let's talk about use, notes, and formation. Use, notes, and formation. Why do we use this conditional? Why do we use the third conditional? We use the third conditional to talk about events or situations in the past. We use it to talk about events or situations in the past that could have happened but didn't. So, did these situations happen? No, they didn't happen. They didn't happen, but they could have happened. They could have happened. So I use the third conditional. I use F, the third conditional, to talk about this. To talk about actions or events that happened, that was in the past, okay? But they didn't happen. So here, what about the form? What about the notes? We can use could or might instead of would. We can use could or might instead of would. So I can tell you, if I had played well. If I had played well. I can tell you I would have won the race, or I could have won, or I might have won. So here, there is no difference when we use could or might instead of would. But what about the formation? So now we can find if at the beginning of the sentence for the third conditional. This formation only for the third conditional. So here, if we have F at the beginning of the sentence, we use the past perfect. We use the past perfect, which is had together with the past participle form of the verb. And for the main clause, we use would, might, or could together with have and past participle form. Together with have and past participle form of the verb. So here, if in the middle, if we used it in the middle of the sentence, so I will start with the main clause, which is would have together with the past participle form. Would have together with the past participle form. Okay? Then I use F, and then I use the past perfect form of the verb. The past perfect form of the verb. Unless. What does it mean, this word? It means if not. Unless means if not. So here, as you can see, if not. Look at the following examples. So here the first one, if he hadn't studied hard. If he hadn't studied hard, he wouldn't have got high marks. If he hadn't studied hard, he wouldn't have got high marks. Okay, so here in this sentence, I have if and not. You can see them in red color. Can you see them here? Can you see them clearly? Very good. Now, look, when I use unless, what can I do? So here, I will just use unless. So, I remove F, and start using unless. Will you remove F only? No! I will remove not together with F. So here I can say, unless he had. Can I say unless he hadn't? No, because unless means F not. So when I use unless, I have to remove F and not. Remove F and not. So here, unless he had studied hard, he wouldn't have got high marks. Do they give the same meaning? Of course they give the same meaning. Look at this example, another example. If he had played well, he would have won. I don't have the word not here. It's an affirmative sentence, it's not negative. What can I do? I will tell you, what can you do now? So here, if he had played well, he would have won. Use unless. When you use unless, and you don't have negative form for change the main clause to negative. Change the main clause to negative. So here, unless he had played well, he wouldn't have won. Unless he had played well, he wouldn't have won. So here, if I don't have negative form, or if I don't have the word not in if clause, and I want to use unless, what can I do? Is it easy? Of course it's very easy, because you will use the word not together with would or could or might. As you can see here, look at the red color in these sentences. Unless he had, did I change something here? I didn't change something for if clause because I don't have not. Then I change it here, the form for the main clause. I change it from affirmative to negative. I just added not. This one in red color. He wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have won. Is it clear? So now, check your information and check what did you get for today's lesson. Rewrite the following sentences using the words in brackets. Don't forget to give the same meaning. What would happen if I didn't give the same meaning? Will my answer be correct? Yes, that's great! He's clever. He can remember this question. Very good. Yes, that's great. My answer will not be correct. My answer will not be correct. I must give the same meaning. So here, they didn't answer all the questions, so they got bad marks. They didn't answer all the questions, so they got bad marks. And now I want to use F. I want to use F. Oh, check the sentences carefully. When we studied F, the second conditional, we used the second conditional to join two sentences which written in present. But here, both sentences are written in the past. Both sentences are written in the past. Really? Yes. Didn't answer? Got. Past. So here when I ask you to use F, will you use the second conditional or the third conditional? Of course, we will use the third conditional here. So here, be careful. Can you remember what happened in the second conditional? If the sentence was affirmative, we change it into yes, negative. Great. And if the sentence is negative, we change it into excellent. Affirmative. So here, if they had answered all the questions, here the sentence was in negative. So when I use F, I change it into affirmative. If they had answered all the questions, they wouldn't have got bad marks. They wouldn't have got bad marks. And the second sentence here was affirmative, so I change it F to be negative. Okay? Look at the second sentence. We didn't watch the movie because the electricity was off. Both sentences in the past. Both sentences in the past. Great. So here when I use F, which conditional will I use? I will use the third conditional. That's great. Okay. So here, but which sentence will be if clause and which sentence will be the main clause? Look at the sentence carefully. Oh, we have the word because. Great. And when we have the word because, we use if clause together with the clause that contains together with the clause that contains because. Okay? It's very easy. So here, this sentence, is it affirmative or negative? It's affirmative. So, will we keep it as it is? Will we keep it affirmative form? No. We will change it into negative form. We will change it into negative form. Very good. And what about the main clause? It's in negative form. So, we will change it to be affirmative. We will change it to be affirmative, just like this. If the electricity hadn't been off, if the electricity hadn't been off, we could have watched the movie. Oh, sir, it should be would. Never mind. Would is okay. Could is okay. Might is okay as well. Great. So, if the electricity hadn't been off, we could have watched the movie. Okay, now let's move to number 3. If they had done their homework, the teacher wouldn't have punished them. Oh, if they had done their homework, the teacher wouldn't have punished them. Use unless. So here, my answer will be unless they had done their homework, the teacher wouldn't have punished them. Sorry here, if they hadn't done, I will correct this one for you now. Just give me a few seconds. So here this one, if they had done their homework, the teacher wouldn't have punished them. So here, this one, the answer, yes. So here, the sentence was in negative. The main clause was in negative. So here, I don't have not, so I will change it to be affirmative. I will change it to be affirmative. So unless they had done their homework, the teacher would have punished them. The teacher would have punished them. Look at this one. Unless they had slept well, they wouldn't have felt better. Unless they had slept well, they wouldn't have felt better. And now I use F. So here, I will change. Instead of I have F and use unless, I have unless and use F. I have unless and use F. So, what can I do? It's very easy. Remove unless, use F, add not. Remove unless, use F, add not. So here, if they hadn't slept well, they wouldn't have felt better. If they hadn't slept well, they wouldn't have felt better. Okay? So, this is the way that you can find the questions in your exam for rewrite questions, and sometimes you can find that if you choose the correct answer, you need to know the formation carefully for this one. And that was the end of our lesson today. Thank you, and never stop learning. Wish you best of luck. Thank you, dear students.